After my second daughter was born, I gained a lot of weight. And it can be frustrating. It feels like this is not me. Hello everyone, welcome back to the Addicted to Shimmy podcast show. This is Sol Calderon from BellyDance Studio. And today we're going to talk about a very nice and interesting topic suggested by Rachel Croken. Sorry, Rachel, if I'm not pronouncing right your last name. She asked me about this topic that I'm going to share with you. But before that, let me tell you what is the purpose of this podcast. I really believe that I have a lot of things, information, tips to share with the dance community. First, I think that we all can share something that we know without expecting anything in return. That's why right now I'm recording this podcast for you. It's Sunday and it's 6:10 a.m. If you can see it. There you go. Okay? So, also, I am aware that I'm not the best in all the dance areas that I'm going to talk about. That's why I have an episode, I think it's the number 2, where I'm talking about that sometimes we are not the best ones or the worst ones in a specific area. So, for example, I don't perform a lot, but I'm going to bring here with me someone that can share with you tips and information that you can use in your dance journey. So, on the other hand, let me tell you that I really believe that as, say, dancers, we need to learn way beyond technique and dance skills. So that's why last year I took this program, a 6-month program about marketing, copywriting, and all this stuff. And the investment was $10,000. So I was like, wow, there is so much information that I can provide, that I can share with the dance community. So that's why I'm doing this for you. And I hope you're enjoying it. So let's get started. So what do I do to stay in good shape? Let me start telling you something. I am 45 years old, and I really believe that consistency is the master key to do whatever you want and to become very good at whatever you want. I have received comments like, oh, you are very lucky because you are genetically slender, or you have a very good shape and you're natural in good shape. Let me tell you that I don't believe in that, because after my second daughter was born, I gained a lot of weight. I don't know, probably 20 pounds, 30 pounds. And it can be frustrating. It feels like this is not me. I knew that it wasn't me, but if you're a mom, you know how life can be when you have little kids. You're super busy, you can be exhausted, and sometimes you think that you don't have time, air quotes, if you're listening to Spotify, air quotes, because I think that my body is a priority, right? So, being said that, I'm not have been slender or in good shape my whole life. There is always ups and downs. So we have to find a way to be in the best shape possible, right? So I really believe, like, as a dancers, we really need to feel confident with ourselves, with our body, with the way we connect and relate with our body. So, why am I telling you this? because I really believe that the way we look is the level of confidence that we have in ourselves. So I know that this is going to create a lot of criticism. Probably is gonna be people talking about, oh, what about accepting different shapes and bodies. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about when you know that you can be in a better shape. So you cannot lie to yourself, right? You know when you feel very comfortable, when you feel pretty, when you feel amazing, because you know, without comparing yourself with anyone else, you know when you are in the best shape, and you know when you're not there, right? You know your body, you know yourself. So I'm talking about that. I'm not talking about comparing yourself with top model that is, or social media people that is super thin and they have abs and all that. I'm talking about comparing yourself with yourself. So comparing the best version of yourself with the version of yourself that you're being right now. So if you're not feeling confident enough, it's because you're not doing enough, right? So after coming back to the topic or the story, after my second daughter was born, I was a little overweight for about like a year. And then people used to tell me, oh, it's normal, it's because you're a mom. And I started believing all that. And I started making excuses to be in that shape. It's like, it's because I have 2 daughters. It's because I'm busy. It's because I don't have time to work out. And I was dancing, right? But I wasn't working out. Let's talk about that in a second. But I was like, yeah, I'm busy. And some other friends, moms as well, they would tell me, oh, your body is going to take more than a year to come back to its natural shape, which I believe is not true. It's up to you, because you have the power, you have the decision to go back to the gym, to go back to do whatever you like to go back in shape. So I started doing yoga when she was like, my daughter was 10 months old, and I enjoyed it, but again, I quit because I was too busy, quotes, to do that. So I was just dancing. And let me tell you that when we are dancing, not always we are working out, because sometimes, some days we are working on technique, we're working on choreography, we're learning steps, or there is a lot of things involved in the dance learning process, that it doesn't mean that you're dancing, doesn't mean that you're working out. Okay? I hope I could explain this better. Thank you for being patient with me. You know that English is my second language, but I'm doing my best, or trying my best to explain to you that when you're dancing, you are not always burning calories. Okay? So in 2017, I came back to yoga, and since then I've been constant, because again, I believe that consistency is the key to become whatever you want to become, or to be the best version of yourself. And then like 2 or 3 years ago, I started doing Pilates, and I'm doing dance as well. So let me tell you something. To me, it's very hard to do just one thing, because I like variety. I get bored easily. So I have to find a way to make my workouts more fun. So what I do is that some days I do yoga, some days I do Pilates, and some days I dance. That's the way that I keep myself strong, flexible, and I work in my coordination, I work in my balance, I work in my strength using different things like yoga and Pilates. And also, not long ago, I heard that Rachel Bryce commented in one of her classes that she does lift weighting. So to keep her arms strong, because if you practice ITS, Datura style, tribal fusion, that the posture of the arms is very wide open and high, so you can feel the tiredness in your shoulders and arms. So she commented that she does that to keep her arms strong. And I really believe that when you do something else, it's reflected in your dance immediately. Because I remember that now, well, let me tell you something. And now I'm doing also a little bit of weights, even when I don't like it. But I'm doing it because I know that it's going to benefit my dance. I remember that I used to feel so tired, my arms, my shoulders, that it was like, and then, so your posture changes because you cannot keep the arms up or the arms on tabletop position. So that's what I'm doing. I'm doing yoga, Pilates, dance, plus a little bit of weights, probably just once a week. And I don't do a lot of weight because I don't want to be like super strong, and I don't want to have like a very big muscles. I want to be toned and strong. That's my goal. Okay, so let's go back to the benefits of working out as a dancer. So when your body is in the best shape, you feel good, you feel healthy, you feel strong, energized. And when you exercise, your body releases this chemical substance called endorphins. And endorphins also trigger a positive feeling in your body. So you feel amazing, you feel happy, you feel like if you were getting morphine, right? So, but it's in a very natural and healthy way. That's one of the main reasons why I work out in the morning pretty early, because I feel amazing afterwards. Of course, it's not easy because I don't want to get up. I just want to stay in my bed because it's cold out there, because it's cozy in my bed. But I have found out that I have more energy when I work out in the morning. So that's what I do. And also, let me tell you something. When we are not in our best shape, we are not happy. If we think that we are happy, or we say, we are lying to ourselves, because you don't feel confident again with the clothes that you're wearing. You don't feel comfortable with the costume. You don't want to show your belly. You try to avoid certain movements because your belly probably shows more. There are a lot of things going on when we are not feeling confident, right? So this is just an invitation to explore what works for you. It doesn't mean that you have to do yoga, or you have to do Pilates, or you have to do weights. You can always find something that works for you, and probably just can do it. For example, if you are dancing once a week, you can incorporate something else twice a week, right? So it doesn't mean that you have to do it my way. You gotta find what works for you in your own way, right? And last but not least, when you're feeling good with your body, you like the way you look, you are going to expose yourself on the stage. So instead of contracting yourself and your energy, you're gonna expand. So your attitude on the stage is going to change according to the emotions or the way you're feeling. So that's proved. Scientifically is proved. So that's why I really believe that the way we look is 100% related to the level of confidence that we have in ourselves. And also, I believe that dancers should be or must be disciplined, because sometimes I notice that we relate dance to the art And then we forget the part of discipline, work, and being extremely organized to achieve your goals. Because being a dancer doesn't mean, or being artistic doesn't mean that you don't have goals, that you don't have a vision, that you don't have a mission, that you don't have values, and all that should be reflected on your dance style, right? So probably we don't think about all these things when we see a dancer on social media, but behind her professionalism, behind her style, behind all that beautiful dance, there is a lot of work that we don't see. So probably she works out, probably she's very disciplined, probably she dances a lot because she has a beautiful technique. So basically on social media or on the screen, we just see 5% of the work that is behind that 3-minute dance, 3-minute video. So my goal is not to judge anyone. My goal is to share with you how you can become the best version of yourself. I'm still in the way to find what works for me. And if right now I used to be probably 1.0, probably right now I'm 1.5, and my goal is to be the 2.0 version of myself. So that includes learning new skills, working out, dancing every day. I'm gonna tell you about it in another episode, and doing the best that I can to deliver a good service. Because when we're dancing, we are delivering a service through our dance. If you're getting paid for performing or for teaching, that means that you need to deliver the best service that you can. So I would like to hear what you do to stay in good shape. Leave me a comment. I would like to hear about your workouts, dance routines, or what you do to stay in good shape. So remember that we are in Spotify. If you're a multitasker like me and you like to do cleaning or whatever while you are listening to a podcast, so we are in Spotify and YouTube. And please leave me a comment and like this video if you found it useful. Thank you so much. See you soon.